Uh,
Oh, fuck. Oh, shit.
Hello.
Hello.
Can you hear me? I can hear you.
I can hear you.
Cool.
That is rare, dude.
Yeah.
I
Well, I could hear you. You cut out. I don't know what happened.
I wasn't talking.
No. Maybe I just heard a noise or something and it sounded like it.
Yeah, I was messing with the headset. The dang mic it retracts in, so I gotta fish it out.
Right.
At least the update was pretty short. Did you read my text I sent?
Yeah.
It says in the oven.
Hell yeah. Good luck. If you got the
Yeah.
bug that we have, good Lord.
So I ain't throwing it up. It's all coming out the other end.
Well, that's how it started for me.
Oh, geez, don't say that.
So, I don't know, earlier in the week, Bubby was doing it, and we thought it was milk. If we didn't give him milk, he wouldn't throw up. He got through that pretty quick, and now we can give him milk or whatever, and he's fine. Well, then Ezra started throwing up, and now
Yeah,
she's
man,
through that part, and then she had the other end pretty bad, and then Madison did it for one night. She started throwing up one night. Yesterday, I had to leave work early because I felt like trash, and then I threw up when I got home. But all morning yesterday, I was on the shitter. I shit like 5 or 6 times before I had to leave work.
that's been me since 3:30 this morning, dude.
Yeah, and then
I woke up at 3:30 and I'm like, man, I just don't feel right.
yeah,
And I've been in the bathroom ever since.
yeah. See, that's how it started with me. It was out the bottom end, and then it came out the top end twice so far. And I didn't eat nothing all the way until this morning. Well, I didn't eat nothing this morning. I ate some crackers a little bit ago, and I've been okay. So
I've been eating. It's just as fast as it goes in, it goes right back out.
yeah. And right now I feel okay, but my stomach still feels funny.
Yeah,
So
so this morning
I don't know if it's a
I got,
hunger issue or I still like a buggy feel. You know what I
yeah,
mean?
yeah, I got through most of it this morning, and it was like 7:30. I was supposed to be leaving for work, I texted my boss, hey man, I felt good at that point. So I was like, hey, I'm gonna grab me some food, but I may be a little late. He's like, all right, whatever. He told me he's like, if you're sick, just stay home. And I'm
Yeah.
like, I don't know. At first, I was like, well, I think I just ate something bad yesterday or something,
Right.
because I felt fine. I went and I ate some food, and almost immediately my stomach was just upside down. I was like, whoa. I
Yeah.
was like, I know this food ain't bad. I just made it.
Right.
So I just told him, I was like, yeah, I'm just gonna stay home, dude.
Yeah, that shit's crazy.
Yeah.
The reason I've been playing a little gray zone here and there because obviously Tarkov is just in a terrible state. But
What's
gray
going on
zone
with
is
Tarkov?
it's just I don't know, the 1.0 since the 1.0 it's been weird. My performance is very very bad. I even switched back to my other monitor and went down to 1440.
Oh,
It's just I can barely get 100 FPS on any map. And it's not just me, it's all over the board. There's people with like a 5090s complaining they're getting like 140 and 150 max.
yeah, and they should be
They should be killing it.
way more frames than that.
Yeah. And then it's just
It's like,
so laggy and like it just feels so slow. I don't know, it could partially be my internet here. It's been worse since we've been here than it ever has been. But it's like I'm getting shot again before I ever see anybody peek. I've been
right.
hearing other people talk about that, and they're saying that some of it's cheaters and more of it's not cheaters than it actually is. It's the fact that the way the servers are, depending on where your location is, and it's just terrible because it's not optimized well enough whatsoever for anybody to play consistently.
Yeah, that's been typical Tarkov.
Yeah,
It's like the game is wonderful on one end, and it's like the greatest thing ever, but then it's like the execution on some of the stuff is just garbage.
yeah,
Yeah, man, I'll throw these in the oven. They won't take long to cook, and then I'll be to play.
all
Ain't
good.
going nowhere today other than cat.
Yeah, we gotta go to town, but I'm trying to wait as long as possible
Yeah, it's
till
gonna be
like
rough.
this evening as far as like getting some dinner. I'm gonna try to wait till like 5, 6 o'clock.
Yeah, I'll go to the store after my dad gets home, because it'll be rough going into the store today.
Yeah,
Everybody's gonna be freaking out.
yeah,
We're gonna get a bunch of snow.
right.
Everybody gotta stock up. We're gonna die.
And then you got a fucking key. Do that
Dude, that's
task.
if we even get the snow. Sitting weatherman's so confused half the time anyways, I don't even
I
trust what they say.
I know I don't either.
We could get a foot, we could get 3 feet, we could get nothing at all. It could be 60 degrees. I don't know.
Right.
Honestly, I wouldn't be surprised anyway. Anyway it went.
Yeah. You know, I'm gonna wait for you to do that or just go do it.
Just play, man.
Well, I just might need
Literally,
some
I
help.
wouldn't be making. No, I'm making pizza.
I hear you.
Nah, especially not homemade crust and everything. Okay. You've been crunching through some tasks then.
Mm, I did for a while ago, and well, I guess I shouldn't say it like that. They are okay, but like let's say Twitch. Twitch only lets you use like a bit rate of 6,000 to 8,000 max.
Yeah,
Well,
fine, but
right. But Twitch don't allow that. So I've been YouTube, you can go all the way up to like 51,000 bit rate.
yeah, you just got a lot longer delay.
Right. So, but you gotta have the internet quality. I don't know what my internet is good at, what it's not. But so TikTok is okay. It works fairly good. Because I was running like my dual setup in here on Nvidia. The Nvidia card works great. It's just I would have already switched back to running the 3060 alone, but the 3060 alone is not good enough for gaming and streaming very well.
Right.
It just doesn't have enough to do both, as far as power.
Yeah, I mean, unless you're gonna do 1080p.
So I was running a dual setup to where I'm using the capture card and running the other PC, and it did good. Even here, it was doing good. Well, she got some rod orders, so we had to set her rod room up in the bedroom. Well, she needs her PC, so that's the only other PC we have right now. So I put that PC in her room because it's just she needs it. Messing with settings to use my AMD card, and it's just not going to work.
Yeah, I mean, I seen when I was building my computer and I went with the XTX card. I mean, I did see a lot of guys said, if you're gonna do big streaming, to get an Nvidia card.
Yeah.
A little bit, but I wouldn't plan on doing anything crazy. So I was like, yeah, this will work for me.
So I figured something else out the other night. I was like, all right, well, I'm going to go ahead and try this again. I did a lot more research because I tried the dual GPU setup in the past. And where I need PCI lanes down.
Because
so
that's
I
like
moved.
when my board.
Sorry.
Board.
Sorry. Go ahead.
Yeah, my board can do 3 SSDs, but as soon as I add a third, I'll lose a lane, and so it'll bump my GPU down.
Yeah, probably to ×8.
Yep. But if I just run 2, I can stay at 16.
But if I run all 3 of them, then it'll turn my GPU down there 4 like it's supposed to. But
okay.
The problem I have with that is having NVIDIA and AMD software at the same time. Back out, and my adrenaline was corrupt, and I had to DDU every.
Yeah, just the clash there.
I don't even want to say this because I despise spending money on AMD anymore. But the 9060s and the 9070s, I guess, have a way upgraded video encoder compared to what they used to be. They said that even like a 9060 XT has equivalent streaming power. So what I have come down to is like I can order a 9060 XT that's 16 gig of VRAM for $349 or something. So I was like, all right, so I will just order that, and then I'll put that in as a secondary and use it to stream and try it.
So that's a great idea. If you want another idea to stack onto that, so if it doesn't work the way you want, you can always get your money back. I'd order it off Amazon.
Yeah. Well,
that's where I bought my graphics card at, and you got 30 days.
So that's exactly where I have it placed at in my card, is on Amazon.
Okay.
It's like 3, let me look. So the one I picked is a dual, so it'll fit in my case better.
Yeah.
And it's a 9060 XT, which is the lowest you can get of the 9060. But this one has Yeah, this is only the 8 GB, which is fine. They said even the 8 GB was perfectly fine to stream from.
Yeah.
But it's gaming OC. It's the same Sapphire Pulse brand as the one that I have, so it looks identical to the one that I have, just smaller. So it'll
Okay.
match. It'll match. It'll look cool as long as it streams good. But it's 332.
That's not terrible.
No. And it's got the RDNA 4 architecture, which they say is what's making the big difference in the streaming.
Yeah. Yep, the RDNA, because the 9070 XTs perform in games supposedly right at the XTXs or a little bit better, which is nuts.
Which is weird because I see people online comparing them to like the 4070 or the 5070.
Yeah,
I mean,
not... Yeah, but you're talking frame gen and DLSS too.
well, yeah, they're saying
they're gonna throw that in.
they're saying that all equivalent AMD versus NVIDIA, the AMD always has more power before frame gen.
Yeah, the only reason NVIDIA gets the extra frames is the AI frame gen technology
Yeah,
and stuff.
right. Which is weird because most people say they hate them, but there's something about the NVIDIA that's they don't feel as fake. As
No,
they
it is
do.
the frame gen is better. NVIDIA's frame gen is just hands down better than AMD's. It looks cleaner. I went with the XT. Spent it would have been almost $300 more for the 4080 Super.
Yeah.
And I would have had less VRAM, you know, and then a little less power. It's all like they're, a couple FPS difference between the two.
Right.
So I mean, it really mattered. But it was like I'm not spending. And then if I wanted to spend the same money that I paid for the XTX, I would have had to get